and welcome to a special bonus round 2 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko. Say hi, Catherine.
Hi, Terry.
This week we're doing an extra episode because Dancing with the Stars has an extra episode, a Tuesday elimination that we just could not wait a week to talk about. So, Catherine, what did you think of tonight's, let's see, what do we call it? It was eventually an elimination show, but
there was a lot of extraneous nonsense that went on before the eliminations happened.
There was a lot of recapping to help us remember what happened the night before.
24 hours ago, yes.
Well, they did have some behind-the-scenes stuff that was kind of nice, you know.
Yes.
Let's catch people saying things about how badly they did.
Right, on the microphone. And then they had DeMarcus and Lindsay do their dance over again for no apparent reason.
Right.
Just because they had time to fill.
I guess so, yeah. Otherwise, it was only the bottom 6 who had to do it again. And
then it turned out to be only the bottom 5.
John Schneider got a save.
Right.
And then finally at the end, they had this live voting. So in addition to the judges' scores for the bottom 5, you could vote for them again. However, this was not calibrated for elderly people such as myself, because I got onto the page in plenty of time. I selected what votes I wanted. I was a little bit behind in my replay, so I decided I would just watch Nancy and Val before I saved the votes. And then I got down to, there was only like a few seconds left, so I hit right away, save votes, and then this thing comes up and says, prove you're not a robot. Click all the pictures with buses in them. And I'm going, I can't see. My eyes aren't that good. Is that a bus? Is that? And while I was doing this, voting was over and shut down. So,
it was not enough time at all.
If you're gonna do voting in a very short space of time, you gotta get a more merciful robot check than that. Come on, give me 4 letters. I could have done that.
Right. Or just click, I am not a robot. Come on.
Yes, exactly. This seems like, it's not like, it's a dance show. Really? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So that was sort of frustrating because I felt like I had waited. I had been trying to catch up so that I could live vote. I got the screen up in plenty of time so I could live vote when the time came, even if I hadn't caught up. So one week of this, 2 hours of padding is enjoyable enough. I don't know if I want 2 nights of it throughout this entire season of Dancing with the Stars. It could very easily have been a nicely padded 1-hour show.
Absolutely.
I like having the eliminations have their own night. I like having them reflect the votes that just got made. But this also served as an extended commercial for Dancing with the Stars Juniors. And I'm excited for it based on this. I thought it seems like it has the potential to be really, really cute. It's going to be not live, nobody voting, no audience vote, only judges voting. And it could be fun. Some of the kids obviously look like they've got more game than others, but I'm willing to give it a go. I think it looks like it could be a lot of fun. And I also feel like it's the Junior League for So You Think You Can Dance. So I think there's like a dance pipeline now. So we need to take down the names of all these kids who are the pros. Because in another, let's see, how old are they? They're preteen to teenage.
Yes.
Another 5-10 years, they're going to be popping up on So You Think You Can Dance. After that, they're going to be popping up on Dancing with the Stars as troupe members. They're on the conveyor belt now.
Right, and we're going to be ready.
It's going to be exciting when we see them pop up. Oh, I remember her. I remember him. So, and some of that little kid from, my daughter watches Raven's Home, and so I've seen that little kid from that before, and boy, he is on that one. He is just little Mr. Showbiz, so that'll be fun.
And I like this spelling bee kid.
Yes, he's very cute, considering he's a normal kid and not
I like that he's not
actor.
An entertainer type.
Yes, he still seemed to be thinking on his feet pretty nicely. And boy, baby Gamora is going to be seeking that spotlight. They're going to be having to elbow her out of it, I think. Anyway, it seemed cute. It seemed like it has some promise. So I will be looking forward to that coming on. Although how many days a week are we going to be watching dancing now? We're just going to be having speed rounds every day of dancing news. This was okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nikki just didn't have enough of a fan base.
Yeah, she really didn't.
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of her before yesterday.
Yeah, I liked her a lot, and people on the internet were saying that she was putting all sorts of stuff on Instagram that was really fun and funny and really good, and they liked her, and she seemed really to one of the people who really likes being there. But I sort of think that in her case, being the first to go for a comedian is going to be an asset. She can build a whole routine on, I did Dancing with the Stars, and I was the first to go. If you're the third or fourth, it's not as funny.
Yeah, I can see that.
So this will work for her. I think she'll make it work. And I think they should find something for her to do, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, because she certainly can think on her feet and, respond cleverly to their banter and all that stuff.
Have a backstage announcer. Have something. I think they can find something for her. People on the chat I was on were automatically saying, let's replace Erin with her. I think Erin is fine. I have no problem with Erin. But, so she would not have been my pick for the one to go home. But, I sort of feel like I want Nancy and Danielle to get a little more time. I don't expect them to go all the way, but I'd like them to have another week or two.
Yeah, I thought that the judges were being pretty kind on this second go around,
Yeah.
Oh, that was so much better, was basically their feedback every time.
Yes. And then the scores are still
the same.
Way low. Yeah. So, I'm ready to move on to next week. But this was enjoyable. Enjoyable enough, Catherine, I've been hearing there's some show called A Million Something. Have you heard of this show?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Terry.
Some obscure little thing that has gotten no publicity at all.
None.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I saw a million little ads for a million little things.
Yeah, I think you probably saw 80% of the pilot.
I see that, and I think there was a time in my life where I would have been all over that. That would have been circled in red in my TV guides. I would have been all over it. Now I'm like, oh man. So it's basically The Big Chill. Mm-hmm. It's basically 30-something.
Yes,
it's 30-something crossed with The Big Chill, and then there was
set in the present. Yes.
Yeah, and there was a more recent movie that was basically The Big Chill. I think I talked about it on one of our podcasts with Aubrey Plaza was in it.
Oh, yeah.
I wish them well.
Oh, boy.
It's nice to see James Roday have gainful employment and recognize some of those other faces as I fast forward through the 50th iteration of that ad. But honestly, ABC, calm down.
Yeah, settle.
That's what I'm taking away from this 2-night Dancing with the Stars extravaganza. I'm already sick of this show.
Right. It's not
a million
working.
little things. It's found a million little ways to work on my nerves.
That's right.
Well, that was I thought they were all going to dance again tonight.
All 13?
Yes, which would have been another marathon. I thought, how can you make these... It's like, how can you make these people learn 2 dances in the first week? So as it turned out, only the people who were struggling the most had to learn 2 dances in the first week. Excellent. That's the way to do it. The people who could probably have pulled it off are safe.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Alexis was one.
Alexis was, yeah. I was pleasantly surprised that she was in the bottom 6 because I thought her... How many millions of Instagram
followers? 12 million.
Somebody on the chat I was on said they must have had homework. But I don't know.
Good one.
Yeah, I will not be sorry if she moves along.
Right.
But she dances nice, if that's what we're... Is this a dance competition? I suppose it is.
In theory.
Well, perhaps then we'll wrap our little podcast about the 2-hour padathon somewhat more quickly.
Okay.
Anything else you want to say about it?
No, I think we're good.
All right. That's going to be it for this bonus round 2 today. Please subscribe to our Parenting Roundabout podcast so you won't miss any of our episodes, including our daily speed rounds and weekly group chats. As always, you can find recaps, links, and an opportunity to comment on our website at parentingroundabout.com. Goodbye, Catherine.
Bye, Terry.
Goodbye, everybody.